Welcome back. In this new video, I'm going to be sharing Daniel Goleman theory of emotional intelligence. It's a very interesting topic that I want to share with you. I had a chance to make some research in order to find out a reliable source. And I want to share this presentation with you because emotional intelligence, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting topic to share and to discover. Daniel Goleman's theory of emotional intelligence is the capacity to recognize, to understand, to manage, and to influence our own emotions and the emotion of others. He defines these as a set of skills distinct from the traditional IQ that allows to each of us to navigate social complexity, motivate ourselves, and try to achieve goals. And this is particularly important, during working life. Emotional intelligence is often more important than traditional IQ, particularly for personal and professional success. Emotional intelligence was popularized by Goleman in his 1995 bestseller Emotional Intelligence. And this concept was originally introduced by researcher John Mayer and Peter Salovey. So let's focus into the core framework of emotional intelligence. The model that Goleman's design was based on 5 components and also to a refined domain for domain structure used widely, particularly in leadership development. So, the 5 pillars of the original model designed in 1995 was focused on 5 key domains emotional competence. The first one is self-awareness, which means recognizing your own emotions, your strength, your weakness, and try to avoid to that your weakness may affect others. The second one is self-regulation, which means managing or redirecting disruptive impulses and moods. And in other words, you have to try to think before you act. Motivation. Motivation is a passion for the work we are supposed to carry out, we are supposed to do. And that goes beyond money, beyond, any kind of status, and is driven by internal goals and particularly persistence. The other domain is empathy. Empathy means understanding the of others and treating them based on their emotional reaction. The last one is social skills. Social skills is, the proficiency in managing relationship and building networks in order to move people towards desired direction. The 4 domains modern framework, later developed with Richard Boyd, and this refined model group skills into four clusters. The first one is self-awareness. Self-awareness is the emotional self-awareness and is the ability to tune yourself to your feelings, your thoughts, your action, and being able to recognize how other people see you, recognize your strength, and also the challenges that you have to face, you have to cope. Another domain is self-management, is the emotional self-control, adaptability, achievement orientation, and the positive outlook. The last one is relationship management, which means, which influence coaching, mentoring, conflict management, teamwork, and inspirational leadership. So, what are the key concepts? Goleman, you know, design. The first one is the threshold theory. Goleman posits that IQ and technical skill are just the entry level requirement, so the threshold, but emotional intelligence is what distinguishes star performers and effective leaders. The second one is the amygdala hijack, a term that Goleman coined to describe the immediate, overwhelming emotional response, like sudden anger that bypass the rational brain neocortex. An amygdala hijacked is particularly an intense, immediate emotional overreaction to a perceived threat that bypasses the rational brain. It was coined by Goleman in 1995, and this kind of reaction occurs when the brain alarm system, so the amygdala, triggers a fight or flight response, causing disproportionate reaction like outburst, sudden fear, and shutting down. The last key concept is learnability. Unlike IQ, which is relatively fixed, Goleman emphasized that emotional intelligence is a set of learned capability that can be developed throughout our life. He conducted a research, particularly in 2000 Harvard Business Review, and he wrote an article, Leadership That Gets Result, in which he identified 6 distinct leadership styles derived from emotional intelligence. And this is very interesting, to share this part of the story. Impact on leadership. Leadership styles rooted in 6 different emotional intelligence competencies. The first one is coercive. The second is authoritative. The third is affiliative. The fourth is democratic. The fifth is pace setting. And the last one is coaching. Goleman emphasizes that the most successful leaders do not rely on a single style, but master and flex between at least 4 Four of them, particularly the first four listed, below, to create in the next slide, to create the best organizational climate. The first leadership style is authoritative, visionary, can be also, named visionary. For each leadership style, there is a motto, an approach, whether or not it's best used, and the impact. So, the motto of authoritative leadership style is "Come with me." The approach, and this is the most effective style if you want to drive a change. The leaders provide a clear vision and motivate people, explaining the way they have to try, to reach some final result of their work. So, what is behind the mission, in other words? And also giving them the possibility to innovate, so to say and to, to suggest how the final result can be reached, can be obtained. The best use is best use when a new direction or a clear vision is needed. The impact of this leadership style is highly, absolutely positive, because it fosters clarity, commitment, and also high employee involvement, engagement. The second leadership style is coaching. The motto is "Try this." The approach focuses on the long-term professional development of employee rather than immediate tasks. Leaders help individuals identify their strength and their weakness to build future capability, future capacity. When is best used? Is best used because it helps competent, motivate employees, improve their performance, or develop long-term strength. The impact is also positive because it builds deep emotional connections and employee loyalty, though it's a little bit time intensive. Number 3 is affiliative. The motto is "People come first." The approach is to prioritize harmony and build emotional bonds. The leader focuses on praise and nurturing a sense of belonging to boost people morale. Best use to heal rifts in a team, rebuild the trust, motivate people during stressful time. The impact is positive for team spirit. However, over-reliance can lead to a lack of direction and unaddressed performance issues. Democratic can be also defined participative. The motto is "What do you think?" The approach is to build a consensus through participation. The leader seeks input from the team, ensuring everyone has a voice in the decision-making process. Best use when the leader needs buy-in or fresh idea from a valuable, knowledgeable employee. The impact is positive for the engagement and innovation, but it can also lead to a slow decision-making process and excessive meeting. The number 5 is pace setting, which means do as I do now. The approach, the leader sets an extremely high performance standard and exemplify them personally, expecting others to follow suit immediately. It's best used when, in short, burst with highly motivated and expert team, for instance, research and development, to get quick results. The impact, often negative if overused, can cause burnout, stifle development, and create a pressure cooker environment. The last one is, coercive, which means commanding. And the motto is, do what I tell you. The approach is to demand immediate compliance and extend tight control. It is a top-down style where the leader makes all the decisions without seeking input from the people. Best used only in situations of a true crisis, turnarounds, or with problematic employees as a last resort. The impact is, as a most negative style. It kills creativity, lowers morale, and leads to high turnover if used as a primary style. And this is, the end of this presentation of this topic I want to share with you. I do hope you have found it interesting. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.